Alrighty then. Let's see if it streams. Okay, it's starting. The stream health is green.
Oh shit.
Green is good.
Green is very good.
Green means go.
Jonah and I know when the other colors come, it's a bad thing. Anyway.
Especially today with the Xbox conference coming up.
Yeah.
Xbox is green.
Hey, you want to talk about that?
I do.
Since we're live, and it just happens to be the same day.
What a coincidence.
Hey guys, it's John from Crouch Blast Gamers here, and we are doing something a little bit different, something exciting. We are going to have a pre-show, what this is now, and then do a live reaction for the Microsoft E3 conference, which is coming up very shortly. I am joined with...
Jonah.
And...
Carmen.
How you guys doing?
Great.
Hey.
I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Pretty much.
Rock and roll.
Now, we did talk about our predictions for Xbox.
Well, me and you did. Jonah did.
That's what I was saying. I was pointing to you, so
yeah.
it obviously on camera it looked like
Jonah was too busy.
Yeah, Jonah couldn't make
I don't
it.
want to talk about Xbox after what they did to Scalebound.
You still have...
I'm here just because it's in the contract. I have to be here.
Yeah, it's true. We force people. So, but Jonah, what are your predictions for Xbox, if you have any?
I have
if not,
no idea what to expect.
You can
really.
just say pass, and we'll just
just
ignore your existence.
Well, let me ask you this, because you're very very Japanese focused kind of a gamer a lot of times. Obviously, there was a little while ago, Phil Spencer actually traveled to Japan to actually see some of the Japanese studios. So everything over there from probably the Capcom, Square Enix, maybe something from Sega,
Dragon Ball.
Well, that too. Bandai Namco. What would get you excited if they came out and said, "Hey, this game is exclusive for Xbox"?
Exclusive.
Like, what would they need to do to get you excited about Xbox?
Yeah, I have no idea. There's got to be like if they have like a big name RPG come over, or like a couple franchises that do RPGs really well, JRPGs, not just not Western RPGs, then maybe I'd be a little more excited.
Okay.
But in that regard, though, JRPGs, there's so many of them, and some of them are really shit.
Yeah.
There's like only a couple like big name JRPGs that are actually worth the quality that they say they are.
Well, what about some games that are kind of bigger names that I think kind of just because they usually show up on Sony's consoles, they're kind of connected to it, like a Persona 5. Like if
Nier.
Persona 5 comes out, or Nier.
Yeah.
So if some of those games just finally show up on Xbox.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably not going to really sell anybody like us to have a PlayStation, but is it something that it kind of shows them that they're investing in trying to get those types of titles on the Xbox?
If they can get something like Nier on the Xbox or Persona 5, then I think that if people that are looking to buy a PS4 or an Xbox, they would look at Xbox a little more seriously than PS4, just because they have Game Pass as an option and they have those games that they're interested in.
Gotcha.
And Game Pass is the one edge that Xbox has over PlayStation.
That'd be actually really cool too. You're absolutely right. If they can actually simultaneously announce that certain games are coming to Xbox One, and then also say that they're also coming to Game Pass, it's actually a pretty big win.
Exactly.
One of my predictions last week was actually that they are going to have a subscription bundled in with Xbox Gold and Xbox Game Pass for $100. That's what I think is going to be the big service announcement this year. And I think that they take a hit on Xbox Live, take a little bit of a hit on Game Pass, but get more subscribers at the higher rate. That's what I think is going to happen this year.
And that would be like a 1 year thing.
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year for
$100.
It's a pretty good deal.
Would that encourage you to want to go get an Xbox?
It would if they also do announce games that I'm interested in. Because right now I'm not looking forward to anything really Xbox has to offer. I know they'll come out with Halo 6 eventually.
Yeah.
But I like Halo, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. I won't buy a console for it.
You're supposed to be the best at Cuphead, Jonah, so I want you to get on that.
While we're actually on the topic of Halo, John, you've obviously pretty much finished the Master Chief Collection through its entirety at this point, correct?
Yes.
What would get you excited about Halo right now? What would come? What do they need to show you that says, you know what, I cannot wait to play that game?
Well, here's the thing. I never played Halo 5 because it was one of those things where I didn't have an Xbox One and I wasn't willing to buy an Xbox One because I had a PlayStation 4, which at the time was just perfect for me. So I didn't have any incentive to go out and get one. So the game, hearing that the campaign wasn't all that well or that good, and that was something that I always felt was a big Halo experience. You know, with with the multiplayer, but with the storyline, I just remember playing a co-op with my brother and my friends, and just like having a good time going through the story and everything like that. And I really liked the fourth one, the way how different it was. I mean, the story wasn't amazing. Like the end boss was a little but it was a cool experience. It was something new. It was good. So I was very excited to see where they took it. And at the very end of that, like Master Chief, he finally takes off his helmet. You're like, sweet, that's cool. Like, where could this go from here? And to hear that it was not that good, but the multiplayer was kind of what stood out. It kind of threw me off. So really, Halo 6, it's not what they show me today. Well, actually, you know what it would be? If I look at you and you get excited for Halo, I'm gonna be excited if that's one of the games that they show. That will get me excited. If I look over to you and you're smiling like that with thumbs up and I'm excited, then that's something I'm gonna be excited for, because I still have yet to play Halo 5. I'm gonna play Halo 5. I'm just finding a weekend to do it right, and then hopefully there is a Halo 6 or some continuation of the story.
Yeah, Halo Infinity is being thrown around right now, but I don't know what it's like pertaining to. There's a lot of rumors right now with Halo.
Might be a mobile game.
Insane. Like, there's a rumor out there right now that Bungie is going to come back and do a Halo game. I'm like, there's no freaking way that Bungie's coming back and doing a Halo game.
Didn't Bungie just sign with some Chinese developer to
do something with them. But just so everybody knows, if you're watching now, we are watching the live stream of E3. We're just waiting for the actual press conference to come on, and as soon as the press conference comes on, we'll actually shut our faces and go fall into the background, and we'll put it up on our screen. And we're gonna react as you go.
So it's gonna be, you're gonna have the full thing,
full view. You won't just see our
we won't interrupt
heads.
Yeah, we'll just bobble around here. So it's about like 16 minutes or so.
Yeah. So with Xbox, we did talk about on our prediction episode some old IPs potentially that might be coming back. We talked about things like Perfect Dark, things like Fable that have been kind of stagnant, kind of some false starts. I mean, Perfect Dark hasn't been talked about or had any kind of a game since like the original Xbox 360. But besides some of those that we really have a feeling that might be coming back, is there anything else that would actually get you excited from any kind of an exclusive standpoint? Like, will Gears of War 5 do it?
I never played Gears of War 4. Hence, I never had Xbox One to do it. That was another thing. I played Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, co-op. I loved the experience. And then I heard Gears of War 3, the story wasn't as good as 2, and it just threw me off. Like, I for some reason, I was really like a snob with stories, I guess, at one point in my life, because I didn't want to shell out the money to get the game when there's like so much other stuff going on, and then find it mediocre. Like, I just wanted like a really good story for every single one. So I never got 3. So that's why I never got 4, because I never had an Xbox. So for me, Gears of War 5, once again, I'm gonna be looking over to you. If you get excited for what they show, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Well, here's my thing. I'm going to kind of try and hold my expectations back a little bit, because what I've always hated about E3 is when they do the vertical slice, or they do like these kind of like short little tidbits, and people go, "Oh my god, that's amazing," but it's not in real game footage, or it's mostly cutscenes, or it's like you're getting excited about something potentially that may not be worth getting excited
or it's
over.
rehearsed or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so it's one of those things that's kind of tough to kind of weigh your excitement levels.
And that's actually, I know this is, but the game Anthem was just kind of shown off. Yesterday.
Yep.
Saturday, and to me, I'm not excited about it because it's just E3. It's all rehearsed stuff that they're showing at, and it reminds me of Destiny meets Titanfall sort of Borderlands mix.
Which doesn't sound too bad, though.
It doesn't sound bad.
It doesn't sound bad, but for all intents and purposes, like, so Anthem, this was supposed to be their big coming out party with EA yesterday for Anthem, to show you what the game was and show you some gameplay. But I didn't feel like I knew anything more about the game than I did last year from that trailer.
Yeah, they showed us gameplay last year also.
So there's still not a lot of talk about Endgame. I listened to the 40-minute podcast that Game Informer did about their cover story with Anthem, and they got to play it, and they got to talk to the developers about it, and there's a lot of non-answers, which worries me. Because if they're not upfront about how certain things are working, they don't even want to talk about the other two. What are they called? The javelins, the suits. They don't want to talk about those two new classes that we found out about yet. And I don't know why. Like, why wouldn't you want to talk about it? Like, what's the secret of it?
Well, they did mention too in the actual game, like instead of Destiny where you pick a class and you stick with it, the javelins you can jump into any single one at any time. So maybe it's just some sort of.
Wait, is it like a vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it like Titanfall.
So you can level up these javelins, but you're one character that can pretty much transfer between all four.
Oh, but is it like loot though? Like the javelin?
There was loot shown last year, but there was no loot shown this year.
Even though
like that.
Some people who did try the demo out, like from IGN and stuff like that, they said that there are moments where loot comes out.
Yeah.
Like gems, like the same thing like Destiny.
So something that you build potentially, or you save up. And the reason why we're talking about Anthem is because I believe the Xbox actually has a marketing partnership for it based on last year's conference. So I'm assuming we're going to see more today at Xbox's conference, along with the Battlefield campaign story that they hinted about yesterday at EA's conference. I'm assuming that's going to be there as well. So
and Rivals, of course.
Yeah, that was a little surprise.
I'm not really.
Why does this get its?
You know what though? It's on mobile.
They can't see this. So we're talking about Command and Conquer Rivals right now. They're showing it on one of the E3 streams that we're watching.
It's very exciting,
and it is.
It's a mobile game.
It was a nice little surprise, but again, it's like one of those things. Like EA just has these kind of weird, clunky conferences. Like they always have had that. Like the Madden thing yesterday was just weird.
What happened?
He brought the guy, the championship, the Madden championship guy came out with the belt, and there was one of the Steelers players there, and they had some like small little banter, and they were just like, all right, peace out. Like I don't even know what they talked about. Like I don't even know why they were there, what they got paid for. Like it was just unbelievable. And then they announced Unravel 2, or I'm sorry, Unravel 2 along with the actual release date, which was yesterday, which was awesome. But then they had like Vince Zampella from Respawn sit there being interviewed by Andrea Rene about the Star Wars game that they had nothing to show for. And all they gave was the title. And I'm excited for this game because Jedi? It's a Jedi game. I want to play this game. I want to know more about it. But it's just like, oh well, we can give you the title. I'm like, that's not exciting at all. And again, they're saying that's going to be out late next year.
And then I feel like an awkward interview.
Well, I think Vince was playing it up a little bit because you see him in some interviews. He's kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
But it was just kind of an awkward kind of a.
You know what it was?
Snowball effect. Like
I feel like it was because they're trying to hype the Clone Wars coming to Battlefront.
Yeah.
Which. Listen, we've done it already. I have my Battlefront game that I've been playing from the original Xbox. Has everything you ever wanted in a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So I think it was like, let's throw it out there. But let's just kind of like give a little tidbit without overshadowing this over here. So they wanted to be like, okay, yeah, sure, hold on to your butts because it's going to be this game. Or I just popped in my head. That's why I'm kind of scatterbrained now. Maybe Xbox or someone has like an exclusive for it, and that's when they're going to fully reveal it.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I will say though with Battlefront, you're talking about Star Wars Battlefront. I thought that was the right move what they did to come out and pretty much say we screwed up.
Oh yeah.
Did they say that yesterday?
They said that yesterday. So they came out like, hey,
I didn't watch
we got a real rough start.
We suck.
It was all because of the whole microtransaction thing that happened last year.
You know what's funny though? They're not sorry. They're just sorry they got caught.
They are. I would be too.
So with that, like I said, it was one of those things that like they needed to come out. They needed to talk about it. I mean, me personally, I'm a little excited about the Clone Wars stuff. Like you're gonna be able to play as General Grievous, Dooku, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and they're gonna have maps based on the actual Clone Wars storylines. So like I said, I was happy about that. They needed to come out and say that, hey, we're stupid. But at the end of the day, it didn't have any kind of an effect on my feelings towards the conference. Like the conference was again just such a mess.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
And I did not get excited for Anthem. And I should have been excited for Anthem by the end of that.
Yeah, well that's true. I mean, it was their big hey, this is the game that we've been working on for a while. They did give a release date though, right? Of February.
I don't believe that for a minute.
You think it's gonna get delayed?
I don't think there's any chance. If they're not, so their PvP, they said that's not going to be ready off the bat. They're not talking about a lot of, or if any of any kind of endgame activities.
Yeah.
If it's supposed to be like a Destiny kind of competition, that's the kind of stuff that everybody's expecting from this game. So if that's not going to be in this game, they have to level set that now. Otherwise, this game's going to come out, and then people are going to get their hands on it, find out that there's not really much of an end game, and it's just like a singular RPG, pretty much, that you play with your friends, which is fine. But the expectations are so high for Anthem right now that if they come out here and it's just like a cooperative Mass Effect that you can fly through the world and whatnot, I don't know if that's going to get the buzz that they want.
I feel like BioWare's been doing that with like Mass Effect. Like you were saying, it was just all this hype, and then it comes out and people are like, eh.
Yeah.
And then that stopped people from buying it because they weren't upfront about everything. But like, listen, this is how this is going to be. This is how this.
Although I do think that the Mass Effect Andromeda issues happen because the developers that usually make Mass Effect moved over to Anthem.
Okay.
So I think that.
But Jonah, where are the love scenes in Anthem?
Where are the love?
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think
That's
there's any romance.
No alien
I'm
sex.
pretty sure they said that.
That was like a controversy. People were like, "Why is there no relationships?" I didn't even expect there to be because I compared it to Destiny.
Yeah.
But then I was like, "Oh yeah, it is."
Well,
BioWare.
that's the thing though. Like that's what's so interesting about this game, and like I said, I'm really hoping that they show more potentially at the Xbox conference. But I feel like they would have said that yesterday, like they do with Battlefield. Yeah.
Give some hype about it. Maybe.
So with that though, like what you're saying with that is, it seems like the fan base for this game right now is like the Destiny fan base and the BioWare Mass Effect fan base, and they're two different types of groups that play games. Absolutely, 100%. They're very, very different. So if they're trying to mend those communities together, they have to be upfront about what this game is, because otherwise, one is going to get shunned, and the other one's going to feel hopefully pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
But right now, I just feel like we don't know enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, from what I've seen too, it doesn't look ready. Even though it's what the hell is it? It's June, so you got 6 months before the game's probably gonna have to go gold, where they're done, and then it's gonna come out February. From what they're showing, like the maps were like empty. It looked even though they're saying, "Oh, it's this big open blah blah blah," but like if you look, everything seemed very
straightforward, like
straight,
a narrow path.
Yeah, narrow path right here, and then like everything's like right in the center of the screen. Like you don't have a bunch of things everywhere. I don't know.
And it didn't feel very alive in the sense of like, you saw some like enemies and animals and stuff like that, but I don't know how much there really is to do from point A to point B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
it seemed kind of empty.
If those javelins, like from what I'm looking at the javelin, when you get out, like you're shooting with the first person, I feel like that's better than jumping in the javelin. I feel like it slows you down a little bit. And then you got the rockets coming out. And so, like, that's how you fight. And it's like, they got to do something crazy with these javelin to keep me interested. Like, I want to see some Gundam Wing shit where, like, you pull out a laser sword and, like...
Yeah.
I would have liked...
Probably year 3.
I'm hoping...
Stick around.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the javelins are customizable and they have, like, dropped loot parts that you can add to your javelins.
And that's, again, like, it looks like you're going to be able to pick up some materials and stuff like that to hopefully help you level up that element of it. But, again, it's just too much of a... I don't know enough about it yet.
Yeah.
They just keep... they had to show something at E3, so they just showed us the safest thing they could show us.
What do you think, because February, another game going back to Xbox, Crackdown 3. Because that was technically delayed till 2019.
With no date yet.
They might show us something just to make us not upset at them.
I think
the title.
I think it's kind of one of those situations where they have to show Crackdown 3 because it's been in E3 for the last 3 years now, probably more, and we still don't have the game out yet. If they show Crackdown, and I think they said they're going to do an update with the E3 conference, if they show Crackdown again, then that has to come with a release day for them to actually expect the game out.
Kingdom Hearts got a release date.
It can't get delayed anymore.
Crackdown needs to get a release date.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts just got one.
Yeah.
I thought they moved it to spring or something like that.
Whatever the case is.
It'll be delayed again.
Well,
and then canceled.
I don't think it can be delayed again. That's the problem. Like, they can't... I don't think you can keep throwing money at this game hoping it's going to be a 10.
They're going to pull out the Kingdom Hearts where it's no longer Crackdown 3, it's Crackdown 2.5.
Yeah.
And it's got a DS game.
Yeah. But
We're gonna see Forza. I promise you, we'll see Forza.
I'm not into Forza.
Nobody. Well, I'm sorry.
Nobody, I was gonna say
Nobody.
Nobody here is, but there is a very feverish fan base for
Forza
the Forza
itself
games
is a
every single day.
mascot, like the whole
Yeah.
race car genre.
Yeah, so that is one of their tentpole games every single year. You're gonna see that. I'm sure they're gonna have a fancy, awesome looking car out on the stage. And
Yeah. Is there a game that would blow you away? I mean, just like off the top.
in
of
their
your head.
library, probably not. Like I'm trying to think. Like I was a feverish Gears of War and Halo fan. And now, like, I look at and I know we've had this conversations before, but I look at the actual upcoming games from PlayStation. I look at the games that are potentially going to be coming up from Xbox. I can see myself not playing the next Halo. I can see myself not playing the next Gears. But there's no way after what they did with God of War that I don't see myself playing the next God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Or the next Last of Us. Like, there's no scenario where I don't feel like I don't play those games.
Yeah.
I think what happened with Halo and Gears is that they were trying to play it so safe for so long, and I think they have to evolve. They have to do what they did with Kratos and God of War 1, 2, and 3, and move him to the new God of War, the new Kratos.
I feel like
with these characters.
I agree, absolutely. Yeah. But I think what's hard is you have these specific game types. I can see that transitioning easier to Gears of War than Halo. Halo, you're going to have to tweak the infrastructure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think to be afraid, because if you do that, it no longer will feel like a Halo game.
Yeah.
And then that might rub people the wrong way. I mean, honestly, if they just bang out something like Gears of War and just call it Master Chief, and like you have like this... this new take on everything where it's you got
like a spin-off title.
You got the story, not like a spin-off, but like an actual like sequel. But it's just it's no longer because every game's like Halo now in a sense, like a branch off of Halo or a spawn off Halo, if you will.
Yeah.
So for them to do that, like I think that would make sense. Would Xbox do it? I don't know. That's I feel like they stick to what they know and then they just make sequels based off of the same thing.
So we're expecting about 2.5 minutes.
2-minute warning coming up.
To go into the actual press conference for Microsoft. Anything else that you want to see on stage? I mean, me personally, I don't know if they're going to do it today, but I want to see what Division 2 is going to be all about. And they did have the marketing deal previously with Ubisoft to do Division 2 on Xbox stage.
I feel like Division learned, from what I understand, I haven't played Division in a while.
Yeah.
But it's evolved into a decent game, I would say, from what I've been hearing. So I think Division 2 is going to. I think it'll be good. I think people dig it.
I won't buy it at launch.
Well, you gotta get Xbox first.
Yeah. Well, it's not
exclusive. There's no way it's going to be exclusive.
I know, but we're on Xbox.
They'll have the marketing deal. They might get the DLC first, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I want another Conquer, man. If Conquer comes out,
that'd be a big
for
one.
Xbox.
A lot of people asking for that.
But it's got to be done right, man. Like rated M for mature. None of that.
Yeah. Well, what you got was when everybody was excited for Conquer, you got a Project Spark Conquer pack.
That was such a
and
troll.
that was their big thing with Conquer. So stuff like that worries me.
Project Spark was pretty hyped itself when it was first announced, right?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like you can make your own games or something. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like it's a game engine. It's a game of a game engine.
Right.
Kind of a deal, and you can make your own stuff. So
they took the timer off the live stream, so I don't know how much time we have.
I'm sure that we're probably almost there, and then we're just probably waiting for them to give the go ahead to start the actual stream. So hopefully it's going to go up momentarily.
So,
but yeah, I want to see some Division.
It'd be cool if they have a new original game exclusive with Platinum, the guys that made Scalebound.
Just try and make up for Scalebound.
Yeah.
What happens if it makes a comeback? Scalebound.
2.5. That'd be great.
Don't call it a comeback.
They play that song.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's like marketing gold right there. Yeah. That's like making everything better right there and then. That'd be impressive.
All right. So I'm just gonna set up what we got here. Let me put this up. We'll take this off. This is what we're watching here. I'm not going to put the audio until
we're watching YouTube on YouTube.
It makes sense. I'm going to shrink us down so we're not in anyone's way.
Make us larger. I want the stream to be playing behind us, like we're the whole screen.
Is that good? We good? Is that a good size for everybody?
Yeah, so we can just punch people.
It's not the size that counts. Yes, it is.
Can you just make it large so I can see how that looks?
All right.
Looks like we're going.
We'll see you guys after the show. Actually, we'll see you now. But
you're gonna see our physical reactions.
please welcome the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
With Halo Infinite, we will join Master Chief on his greatest adventure yet to save humanity. We are now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming. We can't wait to show you what Creativity Unleashed looks like for you. So to all the gamers around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater, welcome to E3 2018. I'd like to personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest. 100% of the proceeds from your FanFest tickets are going to Gamers Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite worlds. It's a great cause. That's what I appreciate most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us. It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition and our deepest conversations about the stories within games. Most of all, gaming fosters real community. It reaches across age, ability, race, gender, and geography. This is why I've always believed, and will always believe, that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold stories that inspire the hero within us. Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are delivering the art form we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from big studios to single developers, creators who seize the full power and potential of Xbox One to express their most daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work, and ours. 50 games. 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Some will be first-timers on this stage, and others will be first-timers on any stage. All are imagined by the industry's greatest talents. All demonstrate what true artisans can create: mind-blowing art, immersive sound effects, breathtaking worlds. So let's jump in.
Exclusive. world premiere.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet. Some time has passed since I found you. Your master still lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline. The limb you have lost will give way to something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth. Your death won't come easily.
Please welcome, from Bethesda Game Studios, Todd Howard.
How's everybody doing? Oh, it's great to see everybody again. You know, actually, the Bethesda event is a few hours right after this across the street. And Phil said to me, I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by? And look, I know Phil is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind. Now backwards compatible. And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4. And now we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4 launching today. And hey, since we're here, we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look at Fallout 76. Yes, Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games, and it is our biggest one yet. It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
World premiere.
Spirit of my silence, I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you, and I don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to begin.
It's just me, Captain Spirit. This is Chris to the Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted.
Chris, breakfast.
Okay, Dad. You're drinking beer?
I don't need a lecture from my son.
I always get picked last for the team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency!
You're too weak to fight me.
This time, you won't get away from me.
He was gonna get it done in the it is alright.
I miss Mom's smile.
Me too.
Nobody's friend.
You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
But I really doubt.
Captain Spirit is here!
I think you're a vision.
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download for free from June 26th.
Exclusive.
Commander Jackson on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me. Big, beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam. It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming! You gotta build up that raw power. Grab more, grow more, nama, nama, nama. Big, bigger, Jackson! Then you need that firepower. Homing rocket gun, bullseye. Vortex cannon, see ya! Graviton tether. Have you two met? And the most powerful weapon of all, me. And then I roll out like a boss. I can push off fools, pull up the side of a building, or even bust out my very own tank. Oh, yeah. Boom, shakalaka! Man, these bad guys just won't quit. They got mad scientists, and madder master plans. Here we go! The hits just keep on coming. Boom! Whack, whack, mother! Crackdown 3.
We will take back our world from the scourge of the machines. Glory to mankind.
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door. Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter! Let us steel ourselves against them! For this is our hour of glory! Amen!
Let's move out, Artyom.
They want blood, they will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
And if the heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm! So you got me, you damned heretics! Artyom, jump!
Metro had me at its gritty visuals, brutal landscapes, and its mystery of the ruins above ground. What I love about our art form is the vast range of creative expression, from grim post-apocalyptic battles to hand-painted spirit guardians. Whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell, whatever sound effects they use, we will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best on Xbox One. Like this next game, generations have loved role-playing games from Inventive Studios in Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series. For the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
It's cold! Guess he's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Look, even the sea's turning to ice. Wow. A walking, talking snowman. You really are alive.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope, never met him. Don't know anyone blue, green, or who's oddly spiky.
Give me strength.
Whoa! Yeah! Ha! Take this!
Look out!
Oh. That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Herc! Look out!
Oh, things they don't really mean. Oh, you're only everything I ever dreamed.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa accept? Light or darkness? I know I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
This Keyblade.
Is that?
Mickey. You're too late.
Exclusive.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people. Besides, the conversation with my friend here has reached a bit of an impasse. I think he just needs a moment to cool off. Now, I sense that you brought me something to inspect. Show me.
Oh.
Oh. The waves of change roll throughout the seas, and a new land is revealed. The Forsaken Shores. A place of darkness, where fire and ash consume all. And from the depths, skeleton crews will rise to curse the seas. An ancient evil set loose upon the Sea of Thieves. You have delivered unto me a portent of doom most terrible.
Oh!
You just wanted to know how much it was worth, didn't you? Fine, I'll give you 10 for it.
Jeg har altid syntes, at landet deres var vakkert og forstyrrende. Da jeg kom hit som barn, fortalte det mig historier om skabninger og monstre. Vi ved, at nogen er derude. Og fortæl mig, hvem det er. Sus!
Exclusive world premiere. Please welcome, from Playground Games, Ralph Fulton.
Thank you so much. It is fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain. Forza Horizon 4 features dynamic seasons in a shared open world, and seasons change everything. Let me introduce you to some of our team who will be helping demo the game today. Please welcome Bill, who is online with a few friends in the beautiful English countryside. He has chosen the incredible new McLaren Senna. And say hi to Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. Solomon is driving the Hoonigan Ford Focus. And please welcome Andy, whose off-road buggy is perfect for taking jumps, scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in her highly customized Nissan Silvia. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and it's the perfect day for a drive. Forza Horizon 4's Britain is a shared open world. When you play with the entire community. And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be real people with all the variety, spontaneity, and fun that real people bring. Let's join Bill. He's in the same shared world as Rebecca, driving at speeds made even more thrilling on Xbox One X by the brand new 60 FPS mode. Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby. As you can see, Horizon 4 is still full of action-packed fun. And now we're going to show you how seasons change everything. In Horizon 4, every season changes the world around you, with each bringing its own unique beauty and unique gameplay. One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet. Here, Solomon and Rebecca use the new Quick Chat feature on the D-pad to start a new friendship. It looks like Rebecca has found some like-minded friends. It's great to play solo, but it's better to play with others. Horizon 4 lets you seamlessly enter co-op from within the game world. Seasons, time of day, and weather conditions are dynamic, but they are synchronized for every player, so the entire community will experience them at the same time. Now, as much as we'd all love to sit and watch the sun go down together, let's see how this scene looks in winter. The entire open world changes beyond recognition. In winter, the lake has frozen solid, and previously inaccessible areas can be reached. The trees have entirely lost their leaves, and snow and ice cover the terrain. The visuals and the driving experience couldn't be more different. And now a blimp has appeared over the ice to signal the start of a new world event. Forzathon Live invites the entire community to come together and cooperate to win big rewards. And while they head off to the event, I'd like to show you how the world of Forza Horizon 4 looks in spring. Once again, the world changes completely with the seasons, bringing new driving experiences, new gameplay, and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza Horizon 4, and the huge, creative, fun-loving Horizon community will be there to enjoy them with you. Today, you've seen a completely new take on Horizon. In Forza Horizon 4, you will live in a vast, beautiful world in which dynamic seasons change everything. Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 on October 2nd, and I am thrilled to announce that it will be included in Xbox Game Pass on the same day. Thank you so much.
Please welcome back Phil Spencer.
We know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. My team and I take our commitment to you seriously, to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console. This is why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox. We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio, The Initiative. Led by Daryl Gallagher, a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years. This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios. This studio caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second Infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive. Now, it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games. This is one of the highest-rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open-world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later. And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to Microsoft Studios. I met Nina and Tamim when we collaborated on Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce, Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game we couldn't get out of our heads. A game that captivated us with its strong, fresh, and intense storytelling. We Happy Few is nearing its full release to gamers everywhere. So please help me in welcoming all of our new studios. By joining us at Microsoft Studios, these 5 new teams will have the resources, the platform, and creative independence to take bigger risks, create even bolder worlds for you.
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know, is there?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death, and they're painting the streets in rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Oh, Ollie.
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile, and when you smile, you can't help being happy.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No! It's better not to know.
Wakey, wakey, everybody. And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. Do what you should be doing, and you never have to worry.
Sally?
Arthur, we're practically the only 2 people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the BlackBerry? You've gone too far this time.
People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Exclusive. World premiere.
Reaching out for no man's land, to take a breath and take a chance, and walk 1,000 nights to change the world. Where to go, when to start, who to trust, what to say. From them all, just need someone to share. It's not in the dusk every day to carry on. Ain't so strong, I ain't so strong to go on. Living in the past is not the way to live. I wish you could hear me say that I miss you. Why were we there back to back? Why were we there face to face? I must be the light when you're in the dark. If you lose me somewhere and your tears are in the air, I will ring a bell until you feel me by your side. And love down.
World premiere.
Washington, D.C., the most heavily protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel. In the event of an attack, critical personnel are evacuated, underground shelters open, while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus. 27 days after patient zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers. Civilians were left in the streets.
America is on the brink of collapse, but some people have survived. Gardens grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, brother fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the Division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
That crash site is just ahead. Duke, Kit, did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Closer this time.
Look at this parachute. Dropped right through the ceiling. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, that'll come in handy. So you guys are coming or what? Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas. Ah, here's the door.
Karpinski, it's the division.
Alright, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see you. We got a boy here who's gonna die without his meds. Those True Sons assholes confiscated him, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay,
Pinwater Station.
meet us at the sinkhole? Yep. Okay, sure.
I don't know what else to do.
Wow. Okay. Definitely from the capital. You should have a new side mission on the map.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Okay, do it after the crash site? Sounds good. They're just ahead of us, Matt. Hey, I see you. I'll be up in a sec. Kit, we gotta get you leveled up.
I know, please help. I've been busy.
Toxic chemical residue detected.
A lot of loot down there.
Hey, you guys should really check this out. Almost there. So that's the control point.
Hey, wait for me.
Crap, they have a tank. Yep, I see him.
Don't aggro him yet.
Let me adjust my build.
Got my crossbow and chem launcher. Chem cloud out. Matt, can you flank them and get a clear shot?
I'll take that sniper on top. Wait for it. Got her. Matt, look out. All right, let me try to get that tank off you. More bad guys on the other side of the plane.
Grenade, grenade.
Dude, come on.
Yep.
Matt, I need your help. Over here. Seeker mine out. Whoa. Oh, I'm stuck. Use a little help. Thanks, Matt. Oh, there's a dude rushing through the plane. Guys.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Got him. I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on, come on. Get that weak point.
Oh crap. Matt, watch out. Setting my drone.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
I've got this guy behind the tank.
Map of the hive, nice.
Alright, just lay it on him.
Again?
Drone down.
Oh, there goes his armor.
Ah. You're on your own.
Keep going.
Good job. Level up.
Level 30. Oh, sweet. Congrats.
Alright, flare is up. Control point is ours. Nice. Guys wanna check out the plane? Let's go.
Analyzing ballistic residue.
Looks like a rough landing. Jesus.
Whoa, that's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
So, game plan. Take the capital back. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go!
Please welcome the head of engineering, Xbox Game Pass, Ashley Spiker.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many incredible games to play. storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases, and cult classics. Genres we love, and genres we'd love to explore. There's only one problem. Too often, we are forced to choose one amazing game over another. So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all, spending more time gaming? Freedom of choice is leading to more discovery, more play, and more fun. And we couldn't be more inspired to keep building and unlocking more for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current Ready to Start system, which is manually configured, Fast Start uses machine learning techniques based on how gamers actually play games. And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are refined over time. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start will launch for select titles in the June update coming later this month. Ultimately, it all comes down to the games. We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo: The Master Chief Collection, coming later this year. We also plan to release all new exclusive games from Microsoft Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day as their global release. Every month, we'll also bring new games from leading creative studios into your Xbox Game Pass library. Games like Ashen, Warhammer Vermintide 2, After Party, and Phoenix Point, all available in Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release. So that's what's next. But let's talk about what's happening today. Tom Clancy's The Division. The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. And Fallout 4. All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K, and all of them playable today in Xbox Game Pass. Thank you to all of the developers working with us to bring freedom of choice to gamers around the world with Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
I thought I knew why I came here. I saw it. The end. It was so vivid. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
You said you were going out, but I heard you through the wall. I said don't go far. You had me searching for a reason, but I was in the dark.
We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
Let's think this through.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What have I done?
What a shame you can't hear me. I speak louder. Thought you could keep me in reserve.
I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe.
Could I hold myself back? You fed me a fable, but I know the taste of life.
You don't know that you caused all this, Laura!
You need to trust me.
We have to trust each other.
I speak louder.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
They say I'm like Bruce Willis, unbreakable, die hard. True sickness, put this mic on the tripod. But I'm not Chow Yun Fat. Break 'em, still a pillar of stone. Flows into your skull. Lash on your whole militia like I'm Hannibal. Imagine you the antelope and I'm the king of the jungle. Animal instinct, phenomenal stamina. Just think about a man on the brink of insanity. And it's me, you not a rapper, you a movie star. Checking who we are, be the booty tar. Molotov cocktail. Checking you'll get scored as who regardless. A marvelous, majestic. Nope. All my power harness shit, my spoken word like a Voltron sword. And these poems close to arsenic, every madly, deadly come
The powers that be, it's in you, it's in me. And MC, that's all we know.
The powers that be,
It's in you, it's in me.
in MC,
That's all we know.
The powers that be.
It's in you,
it's in me,
In MC.
that's all we know.
the powers that be,
It's in you.
it's in me.
In MC,
Exclusive.
They say you only live once. I beg to differ. I was born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times. My first home was Altanova. The curiosity I gained there cost me my first life. I awoke again in Tarif, village of the sorcerers. I once thought that this would be my true home. Everything changed when I started to ask the forbidden questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert? Who was it that was calling me from the depths beyond the desert? The world never paid heed to such questions. They just fought on, blinded, and hungered for more and more of the power. It is time that I, at long last, reveal the hidden secrets once and for all. Come to me, if you dare to learn your true wretched self. Behold, I am Elezra, the darkness born from the desert.
World premiere.
We've known each other a long time.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through!
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew. Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Idiot! Get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
Please welcome from Capcom, producer Matt Walker and director Hideaki Itsuno.
As director, I wait 4 years for this. Thank you so much. DMC is back! English is hard. Matt, you do it.
Of course. It's been 10 years since Devil May Cry 4 was released, and fans have been asking for a true sequel ever since. So this is our response, loud and clear, that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back! Early on in the development of Devil May Cry 5, we set our sights on creating something that was going to have world-class visuals. So we've scanned fully costumed models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and responsive as well. So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver that amazing gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think that we've made something that feels better than any action game we've ever created.
Hold on. すべてのファンの皆様のために一番の自信作ができました。期待してもらって大丈夫です。よろしくお願いします。
Itsuto-san says that he is convinced that this is the best game that he's ever made because we made it for you, our fans. And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
Have a great E3!
Exclusive. Exclusive.
That tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer, or teaming up with Xbox Live friends to slay zombies, gaming is an incredible community. We've always believed that building community is vital for gaming. There's real power in our shared experience, sharing the same world, the same seasons, the same campaigns. And there's real meaning in sharing our love of gaming with fellow gamers. This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our briefing, everything you show you will be world premiere games no one has seen before. Starting off with something entirely new from our friends at Bandai Namco. On my last trip to Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere. There are worlds that exist, separate from our own. where the impossible is reality. They consist of both good and evil. These worlds were never meant to meet. But things have changed. Now, they have begun to merge as one. And our last hope are the heroes we could only imagine, uniting to fight for our survival. Jump Force. Unite to fight.
World premiere.
It's been 15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we are the worms. We burrow in it, fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the horrors of the day.
I know not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto hear. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
Get him! You're dead now!
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come.
You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night, and good luck.
Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avellone.
Hi, I'm Chris Avellone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected emerge from the depths of the city to feed on anyone they can find. At the same time, we invite you to a new vision of the post-apocalypse, a bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this. Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with two survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
You're going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another. After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level, and that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safer for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side. Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade, but this in turn attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
Exclusive world premiere.
A lot of time has passed. You've gotten soft, complacent. You always knew this day would come. You always knew the three of you would be needed again. You always... Wait, what? A brand new game featuring body morphing genre mashups, 3-player couch co-op, 4K hand-drawn 2.5D graphics, and broad, non-specific feature declarations. They're back.
World premiere.
I was born to fight wars that no army could win. There was no fear, no failure. But the rules have changed. The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
A lot? Want me getting shot at? All the time.
World premiere.
From the Coalition, please welcome studio head Rod Ferguson.
"13 years ago, when I began my Gears of War journey, we had no idea how big this franchise would become. And as it's grown, we've dreamed of taking it to new places in different ways to reach even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin to the world of Gears. And mobile is not the only new place we're going. I'm excited to also announce the true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre, Gears Tactics. You create a whole new squad 12 years before Gears of War 1 as they hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities. It's our take on the classic turn-based strategy genre with a character-driven story, faster, more aggressive gameplay, a customizable squad and equipment, and of course, it wouldn't be a Gears game without a massive boss battles. We look forward to sharing more about Tactics with you soon. But it's not just about going to new places. It's also about having new experiences. And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5. As Kate, you'll journey across the biggest and most beautiful world we've ever created, with the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and within Kate herself. In this moment from the game, Kate leads a rescue mission to a remote village, but something goes horribly wrong.
Kate. No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. I'm sorry. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here. Of course.
Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Del, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
What?
Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's? Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there. No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me.
God damn it, both of you, listen! I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice.
Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates.
No, Corporal. You're coming back to New Ephyra. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to fix this.
Hey, watch her. Her necklace? That's a locust symbol.
Yeah, so?
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters? Or are we the prey?
Hey, what are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
In the entire history of Xbox, in the entire history of E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and play all of the great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass. Today, we showcased more games than we ever have before. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Today, we shared our most diverse gaming portfolio in every measure, from breadth in art style, genre, and cultures, range in subject and setting, scale and story, and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox. The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly challenging ourselves. Where can we take gaming next? Our answer? We commit and harness the full breadth of our resources at Microsoft to deliver on the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console-quality gaming on any device. Not only that, we are dedicated to perfecting your experience everywhere you want to play, on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered unprecedented performance with Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming. And let's talk about our games themselves. We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. And as you saw earlier, we are making one of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources, so we can declare to you today, and next year, and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. So choose the games you want to play. There are worlds to be saved, heroes to be made, and legends to become. Together. Thanks, and have a great Easter.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else. Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion. But it's there, just around the corner. And it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
And there we go, Xbox live at E3, the press conference.
All
Lots of
right.
news and announcements.
So-
Jeff Keighley here. I was actually
Bye, Jeff Keighley. So, okay. Carmine's going to come here in a sec. I guess we'll just take this off.
That was an adventure.
Oops, it's not. Let's do this. Okay. I'll put ourselves back in the center here. Once Carmine comes back, we'll, I'm sure he's going to have a little bit to say as well. Yeah. I mean, what can we say about this?
That happened. That was certainly an occurrence that occurred in front of us at this moment.
Yeah, pretty much. Carmine's back. Carmine's tweeting out his disappointment in life.
No. Some good stuff happened.
What other than Gears?
The Cyberpunk looks cool.
Yeah, but I mean that's
and and I like the jump game. Although we didn't really see much, but I still into it.
That's also not exclusive though.
That's true. The good ones are not the exclusives.
Gears is the only thing I'm excited for.
Okay, so now, Jonah.
Yes.
This was supposed to get you to want to buy an Xbox One.
I'm really into the non-exclusive games, so I'm not going to buy an Xbox One.
Nothing.
Granted, games like Gears of War look good, but I'm still not that in. Yeah, I'm still not that into the series, so I'm not going to buy a console for it.
Fantastic. I'm sorry, keep going.
And Halo, it didn't show us what the game was. It might be like a spin-off title. Maybe it's another RTS game or another SOCOM game. What?
XCOM.
So
we played that, right? Was that the game we played?
We never played. I don't think we played it like on a live stream. It's just an over the head like turn based like strategy game.
Yeah. I thought we played one of those. Maybe something like it we played before on Steam, something like that.
That was the Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but no, that wasn't it. We didn't play that.
Yeah, but the ones that really got my attention were stuff like Devil May Cry, Tomb Raider, Cyberpunk.
But that's all going to be games you
that's
can play
all
on PlayStation if you want to.
The From Software one was also interesting. I'm not sure if that was exclusive.
It won't be exclusive.
Yeah.
Because I think the original tease was during PSX last year.
Right.
That game.
Now, for me, Gears got me excited to want to, because I now have an Xbox, to be able to go back and play the others and catch up. But, like Jonah said, if I didn't have an Xbox, I still wouldn't be like, I have to go get one. Carmine, big thing that you were bringing up all year round, and even last year, no Halo.
Well, there's Halo. We have a title, but we don't know anything about it.
It's probably going to be that online experience thing.
I think what my assumption was that if they didn't have a release date and if a game wasn't coming out this year, there's no way that the Halo game's coming out this year after this. Then I really believe that they will have a core Halo campaign, and they will make it almost a game as a service Halo game. That's what I think Halo Infinity is going to be. Or Infinite, or whatever.
It didn't look like a next-gen Halo game, though. It looked like
it could very well be that. And that's the thing, like, if they're smart, what they do is that they hold this Halo game another year or two, explain a little bit about it, show it here and there, and then they make it a launch exclusive for the next Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's really their only play.
Just to make sure, is the audio going to playing for us?
Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
The mic. I turned off that.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, just make sure we're not talking and it's all muted to the viewer.
No, it's good. It's live. We're good.
So
that's muted.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. Like everything that we saw could be either played on PC or another console. Most of it is timed exclusives. Again, and Game Pass is an awesome service, and they seem to really be doubling down on Game Pass. Like Gears is the only thing that is a console seller for me.
Yeah.
But it might push me to go buy a PC or a gaming laptop before I think about getting an Xbox, because it serves dual purposes.
Yeah, and here's the thing too: Xbox is looking at their console like we're looking at it like on paper.
Yeah.
Versus like say PlayStation. What's our library? Okay, you have this versus PlayStation. But on Xbox we have 360 games, regular Xbox games. Our library's better. Play us, but it's like people. Not everyone wants to go back and play old games.
No.
I'm fine with it. I like playing old games. I like playing games that I never got to play or replaying some old stuff. But most people want to play the new things. They want to jump into what's new. And right now, Xbox is not giving us much.
No.
They're giving Gears, but we all expected that to happen at one point, and it got you excited.
Well, the thing is, and you didn't play 4 yet, but like where they left off with 4 was kind of like oh snap kind of a moment.
Yeah.
Like you learn a little bit of something about some of the characters, and then it looks like it's going to be following the girl. I can't remember her name. I think she said Kate.
But it's story driven. So
but that's the thing. It looks like there is some fallout amongst something. Clearly, something happened to JD. That's pretty bad. That he had like the little thing on his arm and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like it looks like they're taking some risks with the story. It almost seems like to me with Gears right now, they pushed out Gears of War 4 and kept everything as safe as possible in that game because it was very samey. There wasn't really too much from a change perspective when it came to kind of environmental, the moment-to-moment gameplay. It was pretty safe. This game looks like it might go a step further. And I think like when she was like banging it with the axe or whatever the case was with that, like that was something different. That was something new. That kind of what you said, that kind of survival horror with the robots and stuff like that starting to chime up and come at you. Like they have to add that kind of stuff back into it.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: was the fourth one 4-player co-op?
2-player co-op.
Is that what they switched to now?
Yes, it should be. That game only needs to be 2-player co-op. Gears of War 3 went 4-player co-op, and I just hated it because people got ahead of you so quickly. So like if you weren't like all moving together and like working together,
took the experience
it cuts you out of the story.
The whole point.
You're there, but there's just like the cutscene will start up if you're not at a certain point.
The first and second one, those were 2 as well.
Both 2, yes.
So then the third one tried something new.
Yeah, and then the fourth one went back to 2-player co-op, which
Okay.
I think it should be. I think there could be an interesting story if they kind of. Solo it within that realm. Well, not solo, but they kind of funnel it down to only two characters that you're playing with majority of the time, and make it feel a little bit more isolated. Because in 4, it was a similar type of thing where they actually had multiple characters and some old faces came back. It was kind of like a reunion kind of a game. And then this one, if they go with this, I want them to do what they're doing. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to isolate it, make them feel a little bit more dread. Just based on what I'm seeing. And I think they're going to add some more game mechanics and make the story a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
With an interesting character. Because JD really wasn't that interesting. The biggest character arc for JD was that he's Marcus's son.
Mm-hmm.
Kate has a more interesting backstory, and I think that's what this game's going to be about. It's going to be about finding about her backstory.
And she was introduced in
4.
Okay, I got you.
That's my spiel. I'll get the worst case scenario. I'll get the Slim Xbox Special Edition with Gears 5, I guess, or whatever it's gonna be. If I really need to play.
You still have an Xbox, right?
No, I remember this trade was going, so I traded it back before it actually went out.
Oh, I got you. You did it because you had to.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
So now you're the only one with an Xbox here.
How the times have changed.
But
interesting, but it's all going to be on Game Pass. However, I was really looking forward to something that we were hoping to predict, where they actually take Xbox Live and then the Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm kind of fused it together. I mean, it could happen next year. But I'm surprised. Like, I thought they were at least going to tease Fable. I thought they were at least going to tease Perfect Dark or something like that, and they didn't.
I mean, the biggest
Battletoads was cool too.
Battletoads is actually something that's the only thing I got excited for, and that's going to be an exclusive right there.
Yeah.
So I mean that's for me that's cool, but we have yet to see
there was a gameplay.
The gameplay.
I mean
it does tell you that's going to be the 2.5 D graphics with 4K stuff like that, 3-player couch co-op. That's awesome. I think that's neat.
It did say coming to the Xbox store, so it might be digital only.
I mean it's the same thing like Cuphead though.
Yeah, but Cuphead did get like those little physical boxes.
Yeah, but that made no sense. I just wanted the game in the. Well, wait a minute now. Yeah, it didn't even come with like an actual case, right?
No, it came with a case, but like there was like a code inside.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you didn't even get a disc. That's what I meant to say. So you basically had a useless. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a nice little trophy.
It's not the same, man. It's
better.
It's physical. It doesn't.
It's better.
So, Like Kingdom Hearts didn't get me excited. I mean, that game's been around. I never played it. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a game for me. It looks neat. It looks like if you're into this sort of thing, you're gonna get your money's worth to buy this thing. That's for sure.
I played it, and like gameplay's cool, combat's cool, the spells, everything's nice, the worlds are nice, the characters suck. All the interactions tend to be pretty cringy. Everyone's focused on friendship and whatever. It's the most basic thing you.
Well,
could
I mean,
ever...
the trailer was very like you said. There was no. It was just audio, the voice acting, and there was no like. Audio,
there was someone tackled somebody and it's just like
yeah oh no. So anyway, yeah. I mean, the thing to take away from this is to me, it like when they announce, oh, we got these developers, we got these publishers on board. Like, I don't care. Like, you can't just be announcing stuff like that at this stage in the game. Like, you need to be like, these are the games that are coming out. Like, they did the same thing last year. Like, oh, we have all these people backing us up. We have this and that and the other thing. Like last year, the Nintendo Switch, they said we're gonna, because it was obviously the first year that the system was out, but they gave all the developers that were working for them and plus the games that we're getting. Like, so like I like Phil Spencer. He does the right thing, game services and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. This E3 didn't do anything, or not either. I'm sorry. This conference didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, you won't see the benefits of all those studio purchases, and it's awesome that they're buying studios and they're buying talent to make exclusive games. But again, it comes down to if it's going to be exclusive, it's going to be probably Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
Or Windows 10.
And I like the fact too. What you're saying too. He was talking about like streaming the game, streaming like console quality games and stuff like that. And then we're like, oh, okay. So I guess the consoles, you're probably just getting like a little stream box.
Eventually, you're going to get like a Fire Stick. Like
a Fire Stick exactly. But he was already talking about like the Xbox 5 or the next Xbox. It's like, yeah, but you just basically told us that the next Xbox like console is going to be not useless, but like not as important. Because,
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But for me, biggest thing, Gears of War 5. I'm all about it. Yay me.
So, what do you think? This was
I'm not excited to buy an Xbox. Like, I'm not excited.
Yeah.
You're
like, excited because of 5. Gears.
Yeah, and Gears 5 is like years away. So who knows what's going to be even out at that point.
And then, like you just said, because Gears is probably going to be on PC.
But it looked really far. Like, from the development and the cutscenes and everything like that, it looks like they were really far. I really think they tried to get Gears of War 4 out so quickly, but they were really working on Gears of War 5 as they were probably wrapping up production of Gears 4.
Yeah. If they're using a similar engine, too, it's usually a little bit easier than having to build it back up from the ground up. That's why you can get the sequels out a little bit faster.
No Warner Brothers game yet, which I'm kind of wondering, because there's all this rumor about Rocksteady.
Could be PlayStation.
It could be PlayStation. I'm gonna be excited. I mean, again, that's not gonna be exclusive, whatever it is, but it's gonna be something that I'll be excited.
Yeah, wasn't there some kind of rumor for the Superman game?
Yeah, but I from everybody, I think a lot. It's probably fake, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for Mortal Kombat.
I feel like the rules would be like the shows would be a lot better if you were only allowed to show your exclusive games for your console.
That would be nice.
Because then it's less crammed of all this other stuff.
But that's the thing. It gets you hyped for all these games, and anybody that's watching these shows understand that they're showing us stuff that's multi-platform that you can get anywhere.
Yeah.
Also, it'd be nice if they didn't pad it so that it's 2 hours long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like there was unnecessary games that we were like, they spent the 5 minutes on talking more about. We're like, we don't care. The except for Gears, that was it. But I don't know.
This is one of the conferences that I would have been completely fine with, just like looking up what happened.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. All I would have wanted to see would have been the Gears trailer, because Halo showed you nothing. I was talking to some of my friends. My one buddy is a big Xbox fan. He's a big Halo guy. He's saying that he thinks that based on what they showed with Master Chief, that actually looks like it's Master Chief's armor from between Halo 1 and 2, so around that time period.
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at.
Or like a war-based type.
That's why I looked and I was like, I know it's not Halo 6 because look at his armor.
Yeah, because his armor's completely different. So, but they got to tell us something. Like what is it?
It's so funny too because they spent so long on these other games to talk about it. They didn't even mention, like, that was their opener, and then that was it. They didn't like, oh hey, coming this or this is and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's disappointing. But
now here's everybody that
likes
him. But like
Ori looks great. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Ori. I like the first game a lot. It's a really pretty game. It's an awesome experience. But it's just, again, it's not something that I go out and buy a system for.
I like that last tweet. Sorry, we're looking at the tweets that are popping up on screen here. But they were just saying that they
How do you spell Hercules?
They were, one of the tweets popped up and it said I'm glad that it was like Forza Horizon. I can't believe it. It's gonna be great. And it's like, I'm so glad that these are coming to PC.
Yeah.
It's like, it does nothing for your Xbox.
Yeah.
That was me. But anyway, so hold on, let me get this off here. So let's I think we should end this.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Let's wrap it up.
Yay, Gears.
Yay, Gears.
I'm all about it.
That's
and then
it.
I guess it'll be about Halo when I actually know what the hell Halo is. But
And then Bethesda's tonight.
yeah, it is. But John has to go to work early tomorrow. So
I'm not gonna sit here
But I feel,
for
I
another
feel
conference.
like Bethesda though is gonna be the same thing. Like, you're gonna be looking for like the one key game in the whole mix.
I don't think we're gonna get any surprises.
I'm not gonna watch that one.
They announced Rage 2 and they announced Fallout 76 within a month's time.
Yeah, you
I
think?
don't think you're getting any surprises from Bethesda.
You don't think that
maybe you'll get a tease about like another Doom game.
Is tomorrow PlayStation or
tomorrow night is PlayStation?
Yeah.
They got Square Enix tomorrow. Nintendo's Tuesday
morning.
They got Square
right?
Enix tomorrow. They got Ubisoft tomorrow. They got Sony tomorrow.
Rock on.
See, like, even though, like, that's the thing though, like with the exclusives, like, I know what's going to be on Sony's stage based on the 4 exclusives, but I am genuinely excited to see more actual gameplay of Spider-Man. I'm genuinely excited to see more finally gameplay of Last of Us 2.
Ghost of Tsushima.
See, here's the thing though. Between Xbox and Microsoft, I was more excited to see the surprises Microsoft because Microsoft has been all about services. We're still to this day now questioning where are the exclusive games.
Yeah.
And PlayStation, we know their games are going to be good. We know what's going to come out. Like, I don't think there's going to be any surprises on that end unless they show like the Superman game, whatever.
Well, that's the thing. I think you'll see some third party
but that's another
announcements. But like Sony just brings it. Like they just like it's nonstop. Like it's just constant like hype, big stuff, go. And this was like just scattered, like just a little bit scattered here and there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I guess I have nothing against the Xbox itself.
I do.
Jonah does because he doesn't have
He's
one.
offended.
But I like the fact that you can play the old games and stuff like that. It's just one console, good for you. But at the same time, I feel like that's just because they were not winning the console. Like, if they were on top where Sony is, I doubt we would have had the same services. I feel like they're just doing that because. I mean, obviously it's out there, so it's not saying that it's bad or anything like that, but I'm just saying, show us some games.
Yeah,
because if everything was reversed, it'd be a different story.
So, like I said, I mean, they bought some studios. I think that's the right move. But
definitely
we're
a great
not going
move.
to see any benefit from that for 3-4 years.
I think he was already like hinting at the next console, like these are going to, but if it's like...
So we'll see. That's all I got to say. Yeah, Gears War 5.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching it with us. I hope you enjoyed the fact that we muted ourselves during. Maybe next time if we do this,
we'll try and figure out the audio.
We'll have cue cards or something. I mean, I think if we had headphones, we can actually play it, and then it won't. But you know, at the same time, we don't want you to annoy you watching it with us. But anyway, thanks for joining.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. What do you think of Microsoft's E3 press conference? I don't even know.
Was it a 4 or a 5 out of 20?
So if you're watching this now too, just realize that we are going to still record our normal podcast on Tuesday night. That's when all the shows are going to be over. That's when we're going to have all the information out and about from all the press conferences, and we're going to have a long, awesome discussion on Tuesday.
Unless they're all like Microsoft, then we're just going to pick one thing from each thing.
Yeah.
And just really get into it.
That's it. I'm done.
So anyway, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. I'm John for Culture Blast Gamers.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Carmine.
Stay awesome, and as Bill and Ted always say, be excellent to each other. We'll see you next time. Peace.